La cena, dinner, is eaten between 8 and 10 p.m. in Mexico. It is not the main meal of the day. In fact, it's much more like our lunch. Remember that they eat dinner much later than most people in the United States because in Mexico, most people go home to eat their main meal between 2 and 3 p.m., and most adults don't usually leave work until at least 7 p.m. La cena may consist of una hamburguesa con papas fritas, a hamburger with French fries, and yes, they do have McDonald's in Mexico too. Or you may have pizza. Of course, you will always have the opportunity to add some spicy salsa to your pizza or to order it with jalapenos. And while in Mexico, you may often see people putting ketchup on their pizza. You can also have sandwiches or tortas, the special kind of Mexican sandwich, for dinner. Shown here, you can have a torta de jamón, salchicha, o huevo, ham, sausage, or egg, for only $1.50, or pollo, chicken, or milanesa breaded beef for just $2, or even a camarón, shrimp, or pulpo octopus torta for only $2.50. Sounds good to me. Then there are always the famous Mexican tacos, tortillas filled with meat, or quesadillas, tortillas filled with cheese and anything else you want, al pastor with pork, or with many types of carne, meat, or pollo, chicken. You can also be daring and try tacos made from lengua, tongue, ojo, eyes, or sesos, brains. Here you can see me being adventurous while trying my first and only quesadilla de sesos. Tortilla cheese and yes, pigs or cow's brains, I'm not sure which, all cut up small. As you can see, I was able to take a bite of it, but personally, I wouldn't order it again. I guess it wasn't quite as difficult as when I tried grillos, crickets, in Oaxaca, Mexico a few years ago. They tasted like grass with lemon and salsa, but the people from Oaxaca liked them. In fact, there you can get a cricket taco. Moving on to something sweeter, you can also have churros for dinner in Mexico. In most places, these sticks of fried bread dough with sugar are available for both late afternoon snack and for dinner. And yes, you can even have some pan dulce, sweet bread, before you go to sleep. The bakeries sell it fresh, both in the mornings for el desayuno, breakfast, and again in the evenings for la cena, dinner. As you can see, Mexican dinners are quite varied, as are their drinks, bebidas. At night, you can have the same drinks as during the day, refrescos, sodas, agua de frutas, fruit waters, licuados, water shakes or milkshakes with fruit, but especially in the cold winter months, you can also enjoy a nice Mexican hot chocolate. They make their hot chocolate by using a molinillo, shown here, to mix up a 2-inch round tablet of chocolate into hot milk. Here you can see the famous Abuelita brand, and of course Montezuma, named after the famous Aztec emperor. Another very old traditional indigenous drink in Mexico is called atole, a corn drink often served with the tamales, corn dough cooked inside the corn husk, that we talked about in the Mexican comida and also shown here. Atole is prepared by roasting kernels of corn, grinding them up, traditionally using a molcajete, a Mexican mortar and pestle, and then stirring the resulting meal, which is called pinole, into water. Most atoles sold in the mercados, or markets, are served warm and sweetened with sugar or honey, and often flavored with fruit juices, cinnamon, vanilla, or chocolate. Interestingly, hundreds of years ago, in some indigenous Mexican tribes, atole was the only drink that pregnant women were allowed to drink because people believed it was soothing and nutritious and that it would create a calm, stable mood for the expectant mother. Be sure to try this hot corn drink atole if you get the chance. And thus we end our summary of La Cena, dinner in Mexico. In España, Spain, cocido is a very popular dish, especially in the winter. It is a thick garbanzo bean soup served with a variety of carne, meat. In the summer, gazpacho is very common. It is a cold tomato vegetable soup found particularly in southern Spain. Although the idea of a cold soup may sound strange, gazpacho is very refreshing on a hot summer day. This is paella, the national dish of Spain, yellow saffron rice, vegetables, and seafood. On the beach, you can see this man in Costa del Sol, Spain, is serving up a paella. As you can see, it's a large dish, enough for 2 people. There are 2 plates there. So he is dividing the big paella between 2 different plates. It's nice and hot, steaming, and you can see the shrimp with the heads on them there, lemon, and also the mussels, which is another seafood common in paella.
No, we're in Benalmádena, close to Malaga, Spain, and here is the shrimp. You can see, ooh, look, here's his nice long antenna, and this is how you peel and eat a shrimp in Spain. First, here's little eyeballs. So first thing we have to do is pop off the head. I guess some people eat the head. Señorita Sanchez does not eat the head, so pop. Bye-bye, there goes the head. Then we have the little feetsies. Here's our little feet. We have to pull those off too, because I don't like to eat feet. Maybe you guys do, but I don't. So we take off the feet on here. Then we have all of the shell. We have to peel the shell off. Oh, this is kind of slimy because it's got the paella stuff on it. We're going to peel the shell off, and you're going to see when I'm all done, that scary little guy you just saw is now looking like a shrimp that you would get in the United States. But look how much fun this is. All right, here we go. And it's going to taste very nice and fresh because he had his head on him. See, now look. Now he looks like a regular little shrimp, right? Let's see. See if it tastes good. I'm sure it's going to be very good. Very, very sweet. Much better than a shrimp in the United States. And remember, here we have before and after. And as you can see, fresh Spanish paella with the shrimp and mussels and yellow rice with saffron, and it's got chicken as well. It's a paella mixta, which has seafood also and chicken and beef in here as well. So, buen provecho.
While in Spain, you can also enjoy a tortilla española. It is not the same as the flat corn tortilla in Mexico. Tortilla española is an omelet that is baked and served like a pie. It is made from patata, potato, huevo, egg, and cebolla, onion. Now you can see it live.
I have for you tortilla española. Remember, this is the potato egg omelet. Not the same as the tortilla in Mexico. It's called tortilla española. It looks very good, and I got my own, instead of a little piece, I got my whole own tortilla española. And I'm going to try it and see. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. Very, very good.
Embutidos are also very common in Spain. Embutidos are various types of sausage. They are often served cold with queso, cheese. 2 of the most popular embutidos are chorizo, shown on the left, and morcilla, shown on the right. This is a plate of cold chorizo, as it is often served with queso, cheese, and pan bread. Here is a hot sautéed chorizo, which is one of my personal favorites. Morcilla is a Spanish black sausage made from blood, rice, spices, and other ingredients. Americans often get freaked out knowing that there is blood in this sausage, but actually morcilla is very popular in Spain, and most people find it quite tasty. In fact, both chorizo and morcilla are common toppings on pizza. Next, we see Spain's renowned jamón serrano. It is a salted cured ham that is served everywhere in Spain. In fact, they even have bars dedicated to the different types of jamón. Jamón serrano is the less costly type of ham, and jamón ibérico is the finer, more expensive kind. As you can see, it is really just a large pig's leg. It is always served by slicing the dark reddish-purple colored meat directly off the bone. Jamón serrano is a popular snack with chorizo, sausage, and queso, cheese, as well as a filling for a sandwich, or bocadillo, shown here. Finally, a summary of Spain's most popular foods would not be complete without their renowned tapas, a wide variety of appetizers. Tapa actually means lid or cover in Spanish. No one knows exactly where the term tapa came from, but one common explanation is that bread or a flat card or something would often be placed on top of a drink to protect it from fruit flies. At some point, it became a habit to top this cover, or tapa, with a snack. Sometimes, however, especially in northern Spain, tapas are also called pinchos because many of them have a pincho or toothpick going through them. Most bars and restaurants have a variety of tapas to choose from, including gambas, large shrimp or prawns with their heads still on, calamares, battered fried squid, croquetas, battered and fried fingers filled with things like cheese and ham, and albóndigas, meatballs. Filming live, you see tortilla española, a cheese soufflé, yogurt sauce, curried chicken, carne, meat in a nice Spanish sauce, roasted red peppers with onions and olive oil, which is a very popular Spanish tapa, roast chicken in the back, and the oven-baked pork loin in the front, potatoes and cream sauce, pork called magro and tomato sauce, lentils, and chicken livers, which are very popular served in sherry sauce, and in the back, a cucumber salad. As you can see, olive oil is used a lot in Spanish cooking. In fact, they have some of the best olive oils in the world. Their oil comes, of course, from their famous Spanish olives, called aceitunas. These olives can come filled with peppers, different kinds of cheese, and even anchovies. These various types of Spanish olives are also available as tapas. To summarize, some of Spain's most popular foods include cocido, gazpacho, paella, tortilla española or tortilla de patata, embutidos like chorizo y morcilla, jamón serrano, and the famous Spanish tapas.